They're off. Stks just a little slowly into stride, and the best out was Snipperdane. Boss Dog, Guns Ablaze and Kraleski out well. Steel Point's right up there, but is very, very wide out from Territorial, and then comes Red Audi. A length to finish, Jet Flipnell, followed by Shamrocks Racing Deep. Stks is second last, and 3 or 4 lengths Yarimbla Prince. Guns Ablaze joins Snipperdane almost, and down past the 650, Snipperdane with the inside running again, draws away from Guns Ablaze. Kraleski third with 550 to go, and around the outside Steel Point. On the inside, Boss Dog, a length and a half then coming at the head of the others, Territorial. Red Audi followed on the inside by Finish Jet, and then Stks, Flipnell, Shamrocks and Yarimbla Prince, but into the stretch, and 350 left to go. Guns Ablaze having a shot at Snipperdane, whose rider's gone for the whip, and Guns Ablaze poked his head in front of Snipperdane, 3 lengths to Steel Point, and Boss Dog heads the others, 150 to go, and the well-tried Guns Ablaze raced away. Guns Ablaze to Snipperdane, Shamrocks getting to the line well, but it's all Guns Ablaze, and Guns Ablaze lands some nice bets in beating Shamrocks, and Yarimbla Prince came from nowhere to get third, and then Snipperdane, Steel Point, followed by Stks, Boss Dog, and then Finish Jet, followed by Flipnell, and the last 3 were Red Audi, Kraleski and Territorial.
Number 3, Guns Ablaze, 10.10 and 2.40. 4, Shamrocks to return 2.20, and 11, Yarimbla Prince to pay $5.30.
And $2.20. The value of that updated information, you can throw form guides, as I say, out the window. By gosh, it can bring forth many, many a winner. That information about 6 or 7 minutes before each race. That
track downgraded in Brisbane to slow. Track now slow, overcast slow Brisbane.
And 2.20 Guns Ablaze. Number 4 is second, and that is Shamrocks, has got home well. And it'll pay $2.20, and number 11, third, Yarimbla Prince. Gee, didn't it make up some ground after being 4 lengths from the second last horse in the early stages? $7.50. New South Wales Quinella, $21.50. Exacta, $38.90. Trifecta, $1,175.50.
They came out in a good line to a perfect start, and Centrix, one of the... They came out in a good line to a perfect start, and Centrix, one of the first to break the line with Not a Bad Yarn and Gentle Habits. Magic View, the grey, going up on the inside as they go to the first flight, followed by Deck Chairs Usurper. A length and a half to Bright Spot from Son of Redmond. Further back than Veritable Lad from Noble Ben Barra, We Ourselves, and last of all Sea Biscuit to the second. A good bit of pace in the race early, and the leader is Not a Bad Yarn, about 2.5 Centrix, a half Magic View, 1.5 Gentle Habits fourth. 2 further back, Deck Chairs and Usurper as they go to the third. On the outside, Bright Spot. 3 further back in the race, Son of Redmond. 1 further back, Veritable Lad. 2 Noble Ben Barra, a half We Ourselves, and 2 last of all is Sea Biscuit. They got over the first of 3, coming down on the flat now, down by the 700-metre mark on the first round, and Not a Bad Yarn steadies the speed out in front now, leads by 2 lengths, but the rider has taken hold. Centrix has gone up second, a length and a half Magic View, 1 to Gentle Habits fourth, a length then on the outside Bright Spot fifth, then Deck Chairs from Usurper, 2 Son of Redmond, 1 Veritable Lad, 2 Noble Ben Barra, 2 lengths We Ourselves, and the grey Sea Biscuit last of all. 2,300 out, into the straight they come. There are 3 flights down the straight, and the leader is Not a Bad Yarn, 1.5 Centrix on the outside, and Magic View, the grey, third at the first of 3. 2 lengths further back, Gentle Habits just ran across the top of that running fourth. Deck Chairs is fifth inside him, 1 to Bright Spot from Usurper. Noble Ben Barra, Son of Redmond from Veritable Lad as they go over the next. The leader jumped it okay. Back second to last in the race would have been We Ourselves, and last of all is Sea Biscuit. Down to the judge with a lap to go. Next flight about 100 metres past the winning post, and the leader is Not a Bad Yarn, a length and a half Centrix, and Magic View, the grey's going up quickly. Oh, the leader reached for that. Oh, he made a mess of it, this leader, Not a Bad Yarn, and he's about a half to 3/4 to Magic View. Third is Centrix, the inside, a length into Gentle Habits running fourth from Deck Chairs on the inside of Bright Spot is now 1 off the fence running sixth. 2 lengths Usurper, a length further back in the race then. Veritable Lad got up on the inside of Noble Ben Barra, 1 to Son of Redmond, 3 to We Ourselves, and Sea Biscuit last of all. Back into the back stretch they race now, and the leader on the inside still is Not a Bad Yarn, nearly a length in front of Magic View, outside him at the 1400. A length of Centrix third, a length further back, Gentle Habits fourth. They're followed by Bright Spot and Deck Chairs the fence, a length then Usurper, Noble Ben Barra taken to the outside. A length Veritable Lad from Son of Redmond, 2 to We Ourselves, and 3 Sea Biscuit. Back to the 1200 from where they started, over that one they go, and Not a Bad Yarn still giving a side out in front, nearly a length to Magic View, a length to Centrix. Deck Chairs poked up on the inside, fourth and fifth outside of Gentle Habits. They haven't dawdled in this. Further back in the race then Usurper, Noble Ben Barra to the outside of a Bright Spot at the 1,000, and 4 lengths We Ourselves, Son of Redmond, Veritable Lad. Over the one at the 900 metre mark, he wristed this leader, and Deck Chairs is down. Deck Chairs crashed to that one over on the inside. He's running about fourth and at the 800-metre mark. And they've got 2 flights to get over coming down the hill. And the leader on the inside now, Not a Bad Yarn, a half to Magic View. Noble Ben Barras quickly run up third on the outside, running on from Centrix fourth, and then Gentle Habits under the whip fifth. A length and a half Usurper from Bright Spot, and they're 4 lengths in front of We Ourselves. Up to the 550-metre mark, and Noble Ben Barra with a run with Magic View. They've gone up to Not a Bad Yarn. A length and a half, Gentle Habits, followed by Centrix the middle. Then Usurper back to the inside, 400 out, and Noble Ben Barra skipped to the lead. Race 2 lengths in front now from Magic View and Centrix. Here's the second last. Noble Ben Barra jumped it well. Length and 4 lengths in front of Centrix. Magic View and Gentle Habits battling on. Noble Ben Barra's gone 4 or 5 in front of Centrix at the last. Jumped it magnificently. He's 5 in front of Centrix and he's home this leader. Into third, Gentle Habits, followed by Magic View, but Noble Ben Barra. Versatile horse, and he wins at 5 lengths. Centrix second, 3 away third, Gentle Habits. A gap, Magic View, and then Usurper, who ran 5th. Further back, Bright Spot. Not a Bad Yarn set a decent clip out in front from We Ourselves, Son of Redmond. Just coming in Seabiscuit and pulled up as Veritable Lad, with Deck Chairs going down at the last of 3 along the back at the 900-metre mark.
Like Noble Ben Barra, 540, 190, 9 Centrix at $3, 4 Gentle Habits, 230.
8, Noble Ben Barra to return 530, 180. Number 9, Centrix to pay $3, and 4 Gentle Habits, $2 even. More from Melbourne shortly at the barrier at Elwick.
On the inside, it was Mogadonna best to leave. Jumping out pretty well was Royal Performer. Beelwyn looking for the front, going up quickly now. Here's Latrice, and off the track is Queen's Message, and then comes Silent Impact, La Destina, May May, then Sugar House, Among Men second last, and Scarlet Airs last. Past the 1,000, and Beelwyn shows the way, 3/4 of a length on Latrice to second, Royal Performer in third spot, and then 2 lengths to Queen's Message, a length to Mogadonna, getting back to 5th on the inside of Silent Impact, a length and a half into Sugar House, parked on the inside of the heavily tried La Destina, then comes May May. Well back in the run is Among Men, and last of all is Scarlet Air. They reach the 600 marker in the second at Rosehill, and the pilot is still Beelwyn, about a length and a half. Latrice, Royal Performer, Mogadonna the inside. Very deep is Queen's Message, followed by Sugar House. A break then to Among Men. La Destina being hard ridden with only 2 behind him as they straighten up now. And Beelwyn about 3/4 of a length on Latrice, and then Royal Performer and Mogadonna. And La Destina is still about 6 lengths off the lead. He's starting to come down the outside fairly well as they charge past the 200, and Mogadonna hits the front from Beelwyn. Latrice, Royal Performer, La Destina can't go on with it, but it's all Mogadonna. She's racing away and notches up the hat-trick. Good filly. Mogadonna wins from Latrice. On the inside, Beelwyn's prominent for third, and not far away Royal Performer with its stablemate Among Men, and then La Destina. Further back in the race then, Sugar House, May May, Scarlet Air, and the last 2, Queen's Message and Silent Impact.
Number 1, Mogadonna to pay $2.50, $1.58. Latrice, $2.10, and 11 Beelwyn, $11.
No, has notched up the hat-trick. Number 1, Mogadonna, ridden by Cameron Swan, has paid $3.10 and $1.60. Interesting will be the issue for third here between the horse on the inside and the 2 of Bart Cummings, but we stand by for third. It looks like Beelwyn has got third and has. 186. The officials, Mogadonna first by Quest for Fame from Agony Aunt, trained by John Hawkes. For the Woodland Stud Syndicate, ridden by Cameron Swan at $3.10 and $1.60. Number 8 is second, Latrice by Keltrice from Lady Inty, trained here by Bruce Johnson, Rodney Quinn. And number 6, Beelwyn is third by Zabeel from Stone Rose, Bob Thompson, Aaron Kennedy. And 12 Among Men, and 2 La Destina not far away with Royal Performer. Actually, Royal Performer has been placed 6th, 5th going to number 2, La Destina.
Back to Ian shortly. First Sandown.
Off and running now, and a bit slow to get going, Heedman. The others have come out in a good line. Rocky Jester showing speed and pushing forward Dandy Kid, and now pushing through is St Royal. St Royal's got the lead now from Dandy Kid on the outside of Rocky Jester, now third, a length and a half Stranger. Further back then came Cat Rack on the outside of Streamline, pushing up in the middle, and 2 or 3 last of all is Heedman. St Royal went hard early, about a half in front, but now the favourite went up outside of Dandy Kid. 2 further back was Stranger, and Cat Rack is out 3 wide. Further further back coming down the side of the track then came Streamlined, who's just got back a little over on the inside. Then came Heedman as they go to the 600 metre mark. St Royal 1.5, Dandy Kid 2 to Catrack. Strange to the inside and further back in the race then Rocky Jester. Streamlined second last to the outside when they turn from Heedman. Into the straight, St Royal 1.5, Dandy Kid, who hasn't been let down yet, about 4 lengths Stranger. Streamlined up the middle, but these two have cleared out with Dandy Kid going up to St Royal at the 300 metre mark. They're 5 Stranger, then Streamlined to the outside, but Dandy Kid took the lead at the 200 metre mark and quickly beat off St Royal. 6 Stranger and then further back Streamlined. 3 out of 3, perfect score for Dandy Kid. He opens up, races away 3 lengths St Royal and Stranger, and Dandy Kid wins easily about 4 lengths. St Royal hung on fairly well for second. A length away Stranger third, fourth is Streamlined, lost his posse down the side. Then further back Heedman, followed by Catrack, and tailed off is Rocky Jester.
1 Dandy Kid, $2 140, 7 St Royal at $7.20, no third, 3 Stranger.
That's correct. Weight race 2 Eagle Farm on 2, 6 and 16.
On the second at Sandown, number 1, the winner, Dandy Kid, to pay $190, 157. St Royal to return $7 even, 3 Stranger, no third dividend. National Racing Service, Triple SFM, with our time.
Flying Celebrity, Jib missed it by a length, and Shining Lass first away. Perfect Flight's keen to go faster, and between the 2 leaders is Hosiery, and then Flying Celebrity with a slow early pace. It's able to pick up ground, followed closely by Belldale Blues, then Linjan Prenuptial, and 1 length the Wave Runner. Shining Lass in front, going to the first corner at the 1,000. She's about a length and a half on Perfect Flight. Flying Celebrity holding third on the inside of Hosiery. A couple of lengths then to Linjan around Belldale Blues. Prenuptial next to last, and Absolute Wave Runner. Well, Corey Brown's been allowed to dictate terms to suit himself on Shining Lass. And at the 700, Shining Lass more than a length on Perfect Flight. A moderately run race. Flying Celebrity on the inside third, and then comes Hosiery, followed by Linjan. The inside is Prenuptial, Belldale Blues second last, and 2 lengths to Wave Runner. No change in the order, 500 out now as they come towards the home corner, and Chiming Lass. Corey Brown quickening up on the well-tried commodity, and as they straighten now, it's Chiming Lass about 2 Flying Celebrity, Hosiery, Little Linjan the outside, and then Perfect Flight who's starting to struggle. Chiming Lass arrives at the 200 marker, a length and a half on Hosiery, giving chase now. Flying Celebrity under the stick, then Linjan. Prenuptial's getting home pretty well, but Chiming Lass in front, they can't get nearer. This developed into a sprint home. Things made to order for Chiming Lass right throughout, and she coasts down to the line to win well. Chiming Lass beat Hosiery and Prenuptial, and then came Flying Celebrity, followed up by Wave Runner, Perfect Flight, Linjan, and the rank outside of Belldale Blues was last.
Super Tab number 3, Chiming Lass to return $3 and $1.50. 2 Hosiery, $1.70. 6 Prenuptial, $2.90. Now, please note Tasmania, those numbers, in fact, were 3 and 6 dead heating for first, and 12 was third. 3 and 6 dead heated for first at Elwick, with 12 third. Here's Ian.
In third spot, Prenuptial has paid $2.70. The Quinella, $5.70. Exacta, $12.40. And the trifecta in New South Wales will be coming up in a moment. Chiming Lass, she's racing in rare form, racing in the best form of her career. And she's only had a short racing career, really. She's had 10 starts now for 4 wins, a second and 2 thirds, so she'll be very, very honest for her connections. B and DJ Peterson, Mrs. VR and Mr. W.A. Green, trained for them by Brian Guy here on the Rosehill Gardens course. And she's a Bay Filly 3 by Bellotto from Occasions. That trifecta has paid $71.70. Overall time was 1:22.23. 1:22.23, so they've gone slower in that race than they did in the 2-year-old second race of the day, won by Mogadonna, 34.40 the last 600 metres. Almost a mathematical impossibility for anything to really run her down over the concluding stages. Chiming Lass too good in race number 3. The runner-up Hosiery's by Night Shift from Stockings, and Prenuptials by Take Your Partner from Deal. Trained by Graham Begg. Margins 1 1/4 lengths a neck, and the previous 1 1/4 lengths a neck. On the way to the barrier.
And Windigo a bit slow to get going. The Mookster bounds straight into the bridle, and the Grey Gold Valley and Rort now travelling forward from Gattaca behind those. Vertrag is showing some speed. Gold Valley from the outside goes up to take the lead now from Vertrag inside it. A length further back, Rort from Gattaca the middle. Back to the inside then the Mookster, and on the inside then Windigo. Al Harika's out deep from Timely Waters. Further back Joshua's Pride as they come up to the turn now with about 500 to go, and Datari last of all. It's Vertrag on the inside and Gold Valley. They're about 2.5 2.5 to 3 in front now from Windigo. Wrought back a little, and Joshua's Pride's gone past it from Gattaca. Then the Mooks to Datari, Timely Waters, El Harik. Vertrag a length in front of Gold Valley, and Joshua's Pride is running on. Wrought can't win from there. Joshua's Pride got to Vertrag. Then further back, Gold Valley from Datari making late ground. Then Wrought. Joshua's Pride broke clear. Datari running on up on the inside, but Joshua's Pride wins 2 lengths. Datari second, 2 lengths away, third Wrought. Then Gold Valley from Vertrag. Gattaca Neverend from Timely Waters. Further back than El Harik, the Mookster. And last of all is Windigo.
6 Joshua's Pride, $8.240. 5 Datari, $4.70. 3 Wrought at $1.40. At Cheltenham Race 3, 14 Peril, 37 and 10. And selections 1.
Okay, National Racing Service over the line there in Melbourne. Number 6, Joshua's Pride, $9 and $2.60. 5 Datari to pay $4.90. 3 Wrought, $1.30. Rest of the Gold Coast abandoned for the day. Track too heavy there, so the rest of the Gold Coast has just been abandoned.
Datari, number 5, who was last coming to the home turn and railed right up on the inside, Matthew Gatt. And third goes to number 3, Wrought, who jumped only fairly, took a position, sort of got into the clear in plenty of time in the straight, but Joshua's Pride went straight past him. And Wrought looks as though he might be looking a little bit further. He's run third in front of Gold Valley.
Moving. And they're off. Came away in a good line too, and Ferrero actually shows out from Idaho's Choice and going up quickly. Princess on Parade, then Carp Street, Reef King, Captain Dash, followed by Pretty Spectacular, Triplo, and Yellow Breeze has dropped out to last, going past the 800, and Ferrero leads the way from Princess on Parade and Idaho's Choice, 2.5 to Reef King, a length of the Big Chestnut from Bega, Carp Street, then Captain Dash with 3 behind him. They are Pretty Spectacular, Triplo and Yellow Breeze. 500 metres left to go. Idaho's Choice with the inside running, shading Ferrero as they come onto the bend. Princess Parade is third and 2.5 then to Reef King, followed by Captain Dash, who's sneaking up on the inside, and then Pretty Spectacular. They set sail for the judge. Idaho's Choice beat off Ferrero, followed by Princess on Parade. Captain Dash angling to get between Idaho's Choice and Ferrero, and does so. And Triplo down the outside. Captain Dash after Idaho's Choice. Idaho's Choice, Captain Dash, and here's Triplo down the outside. Idaho's Choice from Captain Dash and Triplo. Idaho's Choice still in front. Captain Dash lunged and got there. Reckon the captain a nostril to Idaho's Choice, and third Triplo from Yellow Breeze, Pretty Spectacular, Reef King, followed by Ferrero, and then came Princess on Parade, and last of all was Carp Street. Photo. Captain Dash, the outside, Cameron Swan. Coming at the inside horse, Idaho's Choice, who had that little inclination to just shift his ground away from the rail in the last 40-odd metres or so. And the judge will look at the computerised image to split Captain Dash, number 1, ridden by Cameron Swan, at 3:30 and 1:50, and Idaho's Choice on the inside, number 6, ridden by Michael Ward, at around $14 and 3:40, and number 6 has lasted to win here. Number 6 has been able to hang on from the inside. Number 6 has lasted Idaho's Choice at $14 and 3:40, beating number 1 Captain Dash 150 and 2 Triplo at 2:20.
Number 6, Idaho's Choice, $14 and 3.50. 1 Captain Dash, $1.70, and 2 Triplo, $2 even. 136. The treble, $294.50.
With the rail out 6 metres, with the way that the captain finished from this angle, just a wee bit past the post, you'd reckon that the captain would get there, but he didn't. The judge on the computerised print saw number 6 with the nose just in front, Idaho's Choice. And Idaho's Choice is trained by John Morrissey in Canberra. Idaho's Choice by Vane Carrioy from Cesar, a 6-year-old chestnut gelding, trained by John Morrissey. 4B and B Chapman, written by Michael Ward, has beaten number 1 Captain Dash, who's by Rustigamba from Dance and Sing, Bob Elliott, Cameron Swan, and number 2 Triplo by Snippet from Cachette, Bill Mitchell, Rodney Quinn.
I was about to go in and just put they're racing in the O'Shea. Perpetual check near the inside, and Valence both began nicely. Kronos fast away. He's probably in front after they go through the first 150 metres. Bombast began nicely, and Sheer Kingston going forward in the early part. Reputed Groom out very wide, coming down the home straight the first time. Then Arcady, Sharsco, Fresno Canyon. Perpetual Check next on the inside, then Valance, and Room for a Slew immediately drops to the rear. Sheer Kingston goes to the front. They're at the post, and it's Sheer Kingston leading by 3/4 of a length on Cronus. Perpetual Groom is running second on the outside, followed then by Bombast, a length further back, Perpetual Check and Sharsco together, then Arcady, then Fresno Canyon, Valance, and last of all is Room for a Slew. Sheer Kingston takes them to the turn out of the straight. 1,800 metres to go. Reputed Groom is up running second. One away third is Cronus, and Colgan just looks as though he's easing off the rails a shade there in third berth now. Arcady's covering ground. He's about 4 horses deep. He's moving up a little closer into fourth berth now. Bombast is next on the inside of Sharsco, then Perpetual Check. Valance is back second last. Fresno Canyon just up in front of him, and Room for a Slew at the rear. Sheer Kingston's the leader. They've got 1,400 metres to go, and the Adelaide Cup winner is bolting along out in front, leading by 1 length. Reputed Groom is running second. Cronus is a length away third. Sharsco and Arcady moving up on the outside of Cronus now, followed by Bombast and then Fresno Canyon, Valance. Well back is Perpetual Check, and last of all is Room for a Slew. Sheer Kingston in front, heading up towards the 1,000. Sheer Kingston by a length. Reputed Groom second. Cronus enjoying a nice run. He's tucked away third over on the inside, followed then by Arcady. He's going forward. He's out 3 and 4 horses deep, Arcady, but putting himself right into the picture. Sharsco is next, then Valance, Fresno Canyon, Bombast on the inside, then Perpetual Check and Room for a Slew. They come down the side, 750 metres to go. Sheer Kingston just in front of your Reputed Groom. A half length away third on the outside is Arcady and Cronus. Colgan's going to take the shortcuts up on the inside by the looks of it. He's sticking to the rails on Cronus, and he's sliding through to join Sheer Kingston as they come to the home turn. Fresno Canyon is next. Further back came Room for a Slew. They're heading for home now, just short of 400 metres to go. Sheer Kingston in front of Cronus. Cronus driving up along the inside, and he's hit the lead. It's Cronus and Sheer Kingston locked together. Reputed Groom is still there, a half length away third, followed by Perpetual Check and then Sharsco. Reputed Groom, Sheer Kingston and Cronus. They're locked in battle at the 200-metre point. Cronus on the inside might be a touch in front. Old Sharsco out wide is storming into it now. He's coming with a great run, Sharsco. Cronus is just in front. Sharsco is going to him with every stride. Sharsco is going to get up. Yes, Chris Muntz has won the O'Shea on Sharsco. Second, Cronus, and third, Reputed Groom. Followed in by Sheer Kingston, Room for a Slew. Then Fresno Canyon, Perpetual Check. Well back in the field was Valance and Bombast and Arcady last home.
On Sharsco, 21.20 and 4.50. 2 Cronus at 1.30 and 10 Reputed Groom at $3.
One Sharsco, 23.60 and 4.30. 2 Cronus, 1.30. 10 Reputed Groom, 2.90.
Another win for Chris Muntz this afternoon. How many has he had? Sharsco is the winner, trained by Gerald Ryan and written by Chris Muntz. He's by Mascade of Shannonbelt, a Belmarino mare. It's raced by Eric Cow. And Sharsco, storming down the outside, has been able to get up and get the prize. That's a winning double for Chris Muntz this afternoon. He's had 3 rides in the 4 races run so far. He's won 2 of them, winning the first race this afternoon on the Planet Zam for Bruce McLaughlin, and now he's been successful in the O'Shea on Sharsco for Gerald Ryan.
Moving up at Kembla. Race 4, Doomben, 1-2.
Set to go, they're racing. Melbourne Crown a little bit slow away. Tenacity got back after the start. Gladden bounced quickly with Timpanette and Naphill and Chow Baby. And there's Tamag. Tamag takes it up in the early point, leads out a length and a half. Timpanette from further back Nakuma. Gladden the inside of Jingle Bells and Naphill very deep a length. Chow Baby, Yellow Star. Then Fleischer 3 lengths second last, Tenacity, and 3 or 4 last of all Melbourne Crown. At the 8.50 turn now, Tamag a length Nakuma. Gladden went up third. Then Jingle Bells off the fence fourth, and Timpanette's outside at 3 deep. A length and a half Naphill around Chow Baby, 1 Fleischer 3/4, then Yellow Star. 2 lengths further back, Tenacity, 10 lengths off them, and Melbourne Crown got up on the inside of it. Inside the 550 metre mark, Tamag 3/4 to a length in front. Over on the inside from Nakuma when they turn, then Gladden further back, Jingle Bells and Timpanette. Tenacity last of the 400. Tamag down on the fence is about 2 in front of Nakuma and Jingle Bells battling on. They're clear of Gladden, further back Timpanette, Chow Baby, and Tenacity still back last. last at the 200-metre mark. Tamag 2 in front of Jingle Bells. Chow Baby coming hard in the middle. She's starting to swamp this leader, Tamag. Chow Baby raced to Tamag. Then Jingle Bells, and Chow Baby freshened up, draws away, wins nearly 2 lengths to Mark. Third home in the race, Jingle Bells. Then Fleischer fourth. Further back, Yellow Star. Tonicity never into the play. Further back, Timpanet from Nakuma. Well back, Gladden with Melbourne Crown and Nap Hill.
2 Chow Baby at 670 and 220. Number 9 Tomark 270 and 12 Jingle Bells 270.
2 Chow Baby, $6.70 and $2.20. 9 Tamag to return $2.50 and 12 for third Jingle Bells, $2.50. 2, 9, 12 there, race number 4 at Sandown today. Let's go to Tony now with his thoughts on the next Equestrian.
Few runners behind the barrier stalls. Third event, the Mitre Australia Maiden Handicap. I like...
And away they go. Well, Gratification on the inside jumped quickly, but King of Acapulco's keen to go faster. And the rider gives him rein, Kevin Moses, and King of Acapulco about a length. Gratification right up there. Third, however, is Lightyear. Amareb is fourth, followed closely then by Mr. Squill, who's starting to pull. Yalleroy's on its outside and nearly a length. The Dynamite. The speed slows noticeably. Coming past the 950, King of Acapulco under restraint, 3/4 of a length on Lightyear. Third is Amareb. Mr. Squill is fourth. Gratification's back to fifth now. Yalleroy next to last, and a length the Dynamite at last as they go past the 750 and crawl down the side of the track. And King of Acapulco a half length on Lightyear. Amareb is next. Mr. Squill's pulled his head off in the run from Gratification, Dynamited, and last of all is Yalleroy. They have 500 metres ahead of them here, and Moses allowing the favourite King of Acapulco a little more rain, and the big chestnut with the white face swings around the corner, nearly a length on Lightyear. On the inside, slipping through Gratification, and 2 lengths Mr. Squill, and then Dynamited from Yalleroy and Amareb. Now at the 250, King of Acapulco, well, the way the race has been run, if he can't win today, he'll never win again. And at the 150, King of Acapulco in front, but Lightyear's coming at him solidly. Moses desperate on King of Acapulco. Lightyear can't pick him up, and King of Acapulco returns to the winner's circle. King of Acapulco beat Lightyear, and third Mr. Squill, followed by Gratification, Yalleroy, Amareb, and Dynamite at last.
From the Super Tab there, number 2, King of Acapulco, $3.20 and $1.90. 3 Lightyear to return $1.90, and there'll be no third for 1 Mr. Squill.
Then, number 2, King of Acapulco, has paid $2.90 for the win and $1.70 for the place. Has run 122.96. 122.96. And that was even 0.73 slower than Chiming Lass took in winning race number 3 today. Oh, he got away with grand larceny. Kevin Moses, he just sat back against it. Nothing really took him on. The bull on Lightyear went up to his girth, but Moses, a superb judge in front. Nothing really came from the rear. And again, it was a pure and simple mathematical impossibility for anything to pass King of Acapulco in the straight. We've had a couple of races here today where Charming Lass and King of Acapulco have dictated in front, and humanly and equally impossible to pass them in the stretch. 2-3-1. King of Acapulco, trained by John Sires, for G.J. Ayton and M.L. Martin by switch in time from Steel Lingo.
Rest of Brisbane abandoned for the day. Rest of Brisbane has been abandoned.
5 seconds and 5/3, scored by half a neck. 2 1/4 length second and third. A very slowly run race, 1:22.96, and they've run the last 634